If you enjoy this video or find it informative, I would ask you to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell beside it. Leave a comment and maybe hit the like button on the video. That just helps this video do a little better, helps this channel grow, and I would love it if you could become a part of the community here by getting involved on a daily basis as I upload videos every day. Thank you very much. Enjoy the video. Greetings, free thinkers. Welcome to the Hoggcast. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing fine. I certainly am. Okay, what do we have for you on today's episode? We have for you Adam Skelly, who is a barbecue shop owner who has been arrested for opening his business. People have just reached the end of their tether because the 14 days to control the spread, etc., etc., turned into 3 months, then 6 months. Now we're going into next year. And all of this time, these family businesses, small family-owned businesses, have had no income. And any business owner can tell you, if you've got no income, it doesn't mean you don't have any expenses either. You still have expenses, only now you can't cover them because there's no income. And the man decided to open his business. He has been arrested, he's been detained. Of course, the likes of Antifa and BM, etc., etc., they are allowed to smash windows of Chase Bank, leaving political slogans, far left slogans, spray painted in their wake. The police are nowhere to be seen. But if you're a business owner struggling to feed your family and pay your mortgage, you get arrested like that. Now, I love the police, I support the police, I respect authority, but I don't respect authoritarianism. And at the end of the day, although I thoroughly back the blue, I don't back the politicians, most of them, I'm afraid to say, are Democrat politicians, who are doing this. Because these guys who arrested him are doing it on the say-so of the local politician. So, without further ado, let's get into this video. But if you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share this video around. There's a little share button down there next to the subscribe button and the notification bell. That really helps us out. It's more important now than ever because independent commentary channels are being heavily restricted by big tech. So we need you to get the message out there. Thank you very much. Let's go. Okay, so first we have Adam Skelly, who has been detained for opening his barbecue business. So as you can see from that, there's a lot of people who are there. They've came out to support Adam because the sentiment is growing in many communities across many states and even here in Britain. I'm going to show you this in a second. We've got another clip from Britain to go over where similar things are happening. People are asking the question whether the cure is beginning to be worse than the illness. Now, I'm not a tinfoil hat guy, anything like that. I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible in this. I make no bones about the fact that I'm a conservative. I am conservative, I have conservative beliefs. However, when it comes to the Rona situation, I'm not tinfoil. I'm not saying that it doesn't exist or anything like that. I know it does exist. But a lot of people are starting to ask the question, is the proposed quote-unquote cure, which just seems to be to lock everything down, you know, the quarantining of healthy people, it's never been done before, and I don't think it's the right thing to do, and a lot of people are obviously in agreement. So we have a lot of people who've come out to support Mr. Adam Skelly. So this is another angle of the footage, and something else happens, so take a look.
Stuck in Canada, not North Korea. Why? Let's go. Rise up! Rise up!
So what we've seen there, and we'll watch again in a second, Skelly is being taken away, and another man, bearing in all these people who come out to support him, you saw a man shouting shame at the police. Bear in mind, these people are not these radical leftist groups, they are ordinary citizens who ostensibly back the blue. Like I back the blue, I back the blue, I back the red, I support the police. With everything that's happened in the last 6 months in places like Minnesota, you know what happened to Mr. Floyd down there. The police came in for a lot of criticism. I steadfastly supported the police. I should imagine all of these people did the same. However, the police, in my opinion, should pick their battles. I know a lot of sheriffs are refusing to enforce a lot of these more draconian laws, and it is important to remember that the police are only acting on the say-so of these governors, mayors. Now, the other thing that happened, and we'll see again, watching again in a minute, is another man was arrested for essentially resisting the police who came at him. Let's watch it again. I think they tried to push him away or something like that. Let's take a look. So there we have a situation where an officer kind of ran at him, and then the man resisted, and now he's obviously going to get taken down. Let's take a look one more time. So he obviously wasn't trying to hurt the officer or anything. It was kind of like a little slap out of frustration, really. Because the man's not there to do any harm to anyone. He's there ostensibly to show support for Skelly, who owns a local barbecue restaurant that's had no income for months. And that's Skelly himself. And then here is a man who's shouting shame to the officers.
Shame on you! Shame! It's fucking right! They're fucking open! It's fucking Canada, not North Korea! Why? Right!
And as you saw, there was a man there who said that this is Canada, not North Korea. So this is the type of thing that is happening in the United States, Canada, Britain, as we're about to see. So let's move on. So this one's a strange one. This is United Kingdom now, and this is one of these testing centres. Now, there are people who are suspicious that they're suspicious of the goings on there. That's what I should say. Now, the security guard is coming over to try and tell him to stop filming. Now, why would they want him to stop filming? Well, your guess is as good as mine. And the man tells him, hey, look, this is public property, and I'm allowed to film, which he is.
You can't do that.
Not allowed to touch it.
You're not allowed to touch that.
This is the public area. Yeah. This is the public area.
Listen to what you're saying.
This is the public area. It's a public area. You can't. Don't. I shouldn't touch our cook. Put your phone on top. Touch our cook.
You can't do that.
No. That's what we'll be talking about. I know.
So they just tried to grab his phone, which they can't do. You're not allowed to do that. You're not. Even if you're a security guard, and this isn't a secure area, it's public property, and the building itself might be private property, but he is outside. He's on the roadway. If you're a security guard, you cannot come out of the private property, go into public property, and take someone's phone off of them. You can't do that. Of course, the police, if they arrive, they won't do nothing. Because there's look, I'm from Britain. Trust me when I say this. There's a strange kind of phenomena in Britain where if you are, quote unquote, on the team, if you're even a security guard, not a proper officer, you seem immune from prosecution. It's bizarre.
This is a public area. Yes, it is. Of course it is. So you think this is private then, do you? No, it isn't private.
So the security guards are actually trying to tell him that, and bearing in mind he's on a road, he's on a public path beside a road, And the security guards, after trying to take his phone, are now trying to tell him that it's a private property when it's not. It's a public pathway. Now, why would you be doing all of this if you're innocent? Why would you be trying to stop someone from filming as his right if you're on the right side of history?
Quick camera, this is assault. You're assaulting it. You're not recording. You can record anywhere in a public area. If you're in a public area, anybody can record you. You've just assaulted him, then.
And that's true. He has just assaulted a man. The guy's done nothing wrong to anyone. He's allowed to film in a public property. You're allowed to film it. If you're in public, you can film. There's nothing wrong with that. And you saw he tried to grab him. I don't even think they know what they want to do with him. All they want him to do is to bend to their will. The security guards. I don't think they've even thought it through. That's why the guy who grabbed him didn't try to press forward with his claim and instead turns around and goes back to the other security guards. He doesn't even know what he wants to do. All he knows is that for whatever reason he thinks he has to stop the person from filming even though he's on public property. What are you doing that's that suspicious?
That is assaulting him. You put your hands on somebody, it's assault. Yeah.
So as you can see, remember what I said about being a part of the team. He assaulted him. If it was the other way round, that guy would be under arrest. But because this guy's a security guard, he's allowed to put his hands on people with impunity. He can just do what he likes. This is why Britain is as messed up now as it's ever been, because there's two-tier justice systems. If you're a part of the team, if you're one of these security guards, if you're anyone with a high-vis jacket, especially if you're a politician, you're held to a different standard than a normal person. It is almost impossible to get a politician arrested for a crime. It's almost impossible. Or an officer. It's almost impossible to do it. And finally, from Canada to Britain to now the USA. This is in the Pacific Northwest. And we have the usual suspects and BLM. Now, you've seen from Canada and Britain, ordinary people, working families, business owners being harassed, being assaulted essentially. The guy filming was, and of course with Adam Skelly and the man who was defending him, being detained and taken away. Here we have the usual suspects, TIFA and BLM, smashing the windows of Chase Bank, leaving political slogans and radical leftist slogans spray painted everywhere. No police anywhere. They're too busy making sure people aren't celebrating Thanksgiving. So as you can see, the building's smashed. Land back, it says there. FU colonizer, land back, 1637. Something about an alleged crime. F Andy, no, it says there. F capitalism. These are the spoiled brats of rich parents who sent them to college. Parents who've done very well out of capitalism. They sent their children to college ostensibly to get an education, and instead their heads were filled with garbage Marxism. So isn't that strange? Look, they've got the rainbow sign there. What does that say? We owe you, or we owe heart you? We owe you. I don't know what that means, but it's essentially we love you. It's got the rainbow pride flag, and they've even thrown a brick through that. So that should tell you exactly everything you need to know about these hypocritical Marxist leftists. And as I said before, they're nowhere to be seen. The police are nowhere to be seen. Nowhere to be seen. And going through the feed in which I got this clip from, they also smashed up other buildings and properties on the same street. They just went down the whole thing. Sooner or later, the downtown Portland area is just going to be a sea of broken glass. And of course, like I said with the lockdowns, how much longer can business owners, small business owners, go on repairing their own windows after they've been smashed by these people who are never held accountable for their own actions? Disgusting. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. This upside down world we live in, where right is wrong and wrong is right, and up is down and down is up, and war is peace. Let me know what you think. If you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share this video around. It's more important now than ever because big tech is trying to throttle independent commentary and the ability for you to hear an alternative voice in this sea of confusion that we all find ourselves in now. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. If you enjoyed that video, if I could ask you please to subscribe to the channel, hit that little subscribe bar down below, hit the notification bell beside it, and put it on notifications to all notifications. That will just notify you when I upload. I upload videos almost every day. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you tomorrow.